Hi guys, welcome all of you on this ninth session of AWS system admin course. So let me quickly cover what we have learned in the yesterday session. In the yesterday session, I have talked about in the Boto how you can use the Boto, how you can import like some Python basics. I have covered also. I have covered how you can enable the full screen resolution in your virtual machine. So uh, it will be like more easier for you using virtual machine like a whole uh, operating system you have in your laptop, so it give you the same user experience which you are familiar with, you are using from so long, so it will give you the same kind of experience. So in that today's session we will use the boot library. Also I will cover some of the Python basics. So basically in the Python, if I talk you just give me one. Yeah, so basically in the Python what we have, uh, if I talk you in the Python, so in the Python we are starting the thing like from very basic. I have covered the variables and what we have. So let's start about the data type. So in the Python we have multiple type of data types, and if you don't know what the data type is, so it's basically you are let's assume you have some data. If you have some data, it might be like your name or your phone number, like it might be your ID something. So how you can define this is the number and this is the ID? Like it's okay if you know about the number. So let me give you some number. It's for example, it's a 7355 and 0012113. So it's something like that. So how you can say this is the phone number. What if I say this is the phone number, AP762? So you will not say this is the phone number and this is the phone. How you can define that this is a phone number or like some other thing? Because we know we have some standards, like a phone number should be on the integer type, like it should be number, not the alphabet. So simply if you are a name, so you can't write like uh, Bob 2978 something. So it should be something like a string value. So how you can define the string? It is the string like the alphabetical things, the ID things. It should be the like something, not the value of 2.5 and 6.2 something. How you can define? So we have a multiple type of data, but how you can check that, like how you can define that this is the type of data? So for that we have, in the Python or every programming language have some data type. The simplest data type is int. Int means integer. It should be like your whole number from 0 to 9, any combination of that. It called it, yeah, it called integer. And the second is the string data type. What is string? If I say string should be the alphabetical. That means small a to small b. Sorry, small a to small z, and capital A to capital Z. And you can use number as a string also. How you can use in the Python? if you are defining the let me say, like for a variable you have a and if you are giving the 2, so it should be int type, integer type. But if you are giving a is equal to inverted comma 2, so it should be treated like a character. Okay, so everything which you have put inside the colon, it called the it called the string. And it might be anything which you can put inside there. And after that you have a float. Float means like you have some decimal value. So every value, if you have any kind of decimal thing, so you can tell them. And after that, in the float, you have a list. So list should be denoted like this symbol, and inside that you have a comma separated list, and you can define any data type inside there. So if I talk about list, list should be the number of list, like you can say list number, something like that. Sorry, this should be number of list. Sorry, list of number. I list of numbers. It should be list of string. So basically, what your list is like, if you have multiple same types of data and you want to store sequentially, you can use the this. And you have one type of called dict. It's called dictionary. So you can use curly braces, and inside the curly braces you can use a key value pair. Key value pair. Sorry about my handwriting. Key value pair. So you can use that. How you can use it? For example, if I show you the simplest way. What is this is the this is the dictionary. And how you can, for example, I have a name is equal to Bob, and phone number should be the integer. It should be 1 2 3 4 something. I have some ID 8249 something kind of that. So if you know, this is the map. And how you can define that? This is the, you have to use comma to separate every key value pair. Other than that, you have a byte data type, and one more variable we have a boolean. So boolean is like true and false. So if you have some kind of this, you want to store some uh, true and false kind of things, you have some flags or that. So for that kind of way, we use the boolean parameter. Other data types we have like a null data type, we have sets, we have tuple, we have range. So we have a lot of them, but these are the basically which we are using frequently. So for that, let me open the my virtual box. So while meantime I am discussing about this, so it will be open. It's opening. It will take some seconds. So these are the data type which we have. And then after that, we have in the programming language, we have conditions. Conditions. So conditions would be like, if you want, for example, if I give you some example, a is equal to 2, b is equal to 3, and I want to print the biggest number. Biggest number. So how we can print? So basically, we have to write some condition. What if I give you like, A or B? So who will define the? We have to put the A. Like, we are giving the print A, something like print A, and we are giving the print B. So how you can say that when we have to print A, when we have to, so if it's B is B value is bigger than A, then print B. If A value is bigger than B, print A. So for that kind of thing, we have the conditions like if and else. Like, if do this, otherwise do this. So if, in the if section you are writing the condition, and other all the prospective will take you by the else. Also you have a if, like, you can add multiple condition like, elif. So it's like, else if, like, do this, if this condition is true, okay. If not, else if this one is okay. So what is the sequence of the program is, first it will check this condition, second is, and at the last if we see the else variable. So if, none of the conditions satisfied, so it will run the else part. Okay. So in the if, we can write, something. We can write something like this: if a is greater than b, simply, and colon, and print a, and else if, then else if a is lesser than b, then print b. And one thing more, hey, in the Python we don't have, in the like the C++ curly braces, because we are using curly braces for map here. So for that, Python use one thing. Python use the indentation. Indentation is like a equal amount of spaces we are using. So if, some values inside, like if we want to run, print inside the if, so we are giving some indentation, some white spaces. And if we want to run, if, after the, like, after else, if we want to run the print, what if I am giving the print, just print completed program, something like this. So this print always run because it's not inside the condition, but this print when run when this condition is true, and this one run when this one is true. Okay. So like this, you can, check the things. And apart from, I think it's open. Yeah, let me. So uh, one more thing, this we are coming, and for Python, if you, I can show you. Let it be open. AWS. There is some update from AWS. AWS CLI. What happened? So we didn't see that thing earlier because there was some update from the AWS side. Okay. So if you see this page in the Linux section, we are using this one. So we have this. What is the installer requirement means? Is use a unzip download package and unzip command is available. So this gonna this using this thing, and yeah, if you see here in this line, what is using, it is using Python 3.8, not 6. So in our rel we are getting the Python 3.6 by default, but you have to install Python. How you can, you can use install Python 3.8, like this way you can use, and it will give you this kind of. And if you want, I'm using the both the version of Python, so you can use this. Otherwise, if you have a multiple way for installing Python, this wasn't before, you can use the conda. Like what's conda? Conda is a one more id. It's anaconda. So you can click here, so it will give you wait. So anaconda is a one id which gives you the Python and much more things, like you have Jupyter and the thing. So what you have to, you just have to open this page in your Linux, it will show you this page. You have to click on this download button, and the downloading will start in some second. I'm not used to the this. downloaded on. Just give me 1 minute. Yeah, now it's downloading. I am just saving this file. Yeah, now downloading start. So it's around 600 MB of file. So depends upon your internet speed. It will take time. I have a right now uh, good internet speed, so it will take few seconds only. So depends upon your internet speed you can use. And it should be download. Yeah, it's downloaded. So what I am doing, I am just opening this folder and opening this. What have I? So here what it will do, it will give the Jupyter interactive code notebook and other things. I am open terminal here. H mode 777. Okay. You can just read this if you want. The argument from the press yes. Press enter. So it we have to use this command chmod 777, then colon dot slash your file name, and now it's downloading. Now it's unpacking and doing the stuff. So you can use this license. So this is the licensor. This command you have to use. These two commands you have to install Anaconda in your Python and Anaconda in your rel. So once you install, you can search here Anaconda, and it will prompt you. It will take some time, I think. Yeah, it will take. Okay, let it be. Let's back to our actual course content which we have. Yeah. So what I am doing, I am creating two files. So let me create one folder here. So how you can create any folder? It's mkdir. I am creating one folder called Python AWS. So I am going inside this folder, and all the files I will create here. So what I am doing, I am creating three files here. What the files? How you can create the empty file? Simply with the touch command you can use touch. I am using first start ec2.py. I am creating one more stop one, and one more I am creating is the get. What get means, it will get the all the information of your EC2 instance. So these three files I have created, and if you see this is the files. So what the thing is, I am just opening. I am using gedit start one. So I am opening in this in the background. So how you can use any process in the background? You can use a and symbol at the last, and you can open it. So it will open and give the process ID to you. So what it will do, it will not stack your terminal. And one more we are. So let's first this is pure. So what we have to do, we have to first use import boto 3. Okay, and just give me a minute. It's doing this stuff. It will take I think 10 to 15 minutes. So it's import, and now you have to create the client. Client is a one variable, and how you are going boto 3 dot client. We have a function inside the boto, and you have to pass which service you are using, EC2. Okay, so let's save this thing. And what I am doing, I am just running here, and let's see what output it will give. Python 3.8. Start. So it's run, but didn't throw any error. Why it didn't show anything? Because we are not printing. And if you know, if you want to print on the console, so you have to use your print function. What variable we are creating? We are creating the client. Sorry, I am having the Linux CLI editor I use more, so that's it. So it's showing the client is this. Oh, sorry. What mistake I have done? I have used the client as a string, so it is printing what this is the variable, so we don't have to use this. And then I am running. So see, it's not showing. It's showing this object is created, and why it's not showing any error? Because we have already configured our AWS credential. So if you see, I have put my access key, secret key, default zone which I have. So this thing I have done. So that's why it's not prompting me. And let me quickly go to the Boto 3 documentation. So I'm giving you the approach also how you can create the like use your Boto 3 code. So here you have a configuration using. So if you click on the using, so see it's using the S3 run for we are using the EC2, and here you have available services. You can search here quickly. It's D and This is the EC2 service. If you click on this service, it will open the EC2 page. My team, it's opening. Let me go to our AWS console.aws.com. Okay, I have enabled the MFA. Let me just get the code. So this is a multi-factor authentication. You can also enable it. How you can enable? You can go on the IAM if you want. For the more security, you can do. For something nice, if I expose my password, and if you see, Zoot is an enable. So here it will show you some recommendation. Here you can click on the MFA enable, and you can, and you have, I think, MFA. So you manage MFA for training. So I have created one training mode other also. So if you see in the career, it will show you. If you go on the user section now, so generally I have only one. So it's saying I have created this user last night, and from this user we are getting. So this user I have a access key and 600. And let me show you the access key. I will not expose the secret key. Um, Security credentials. Yeah, see, I have one access key and secret key is like, so this one is our access key. And if you want to see here, you can see the last character are the same. So if we have open, let me click on the client. So if this thing we have used, and we want to create the EC2 instance, so they have multiple things. What I am doing, I want to create. There is the create things, and create image, create instance windows, export. So the simplest what we have, launch templates, instance window. Right. There it's like a little bit slow. Create. You can create the multiple things from here. Transit rates and create instances. I don't know why I am not able to find. No issues. I think they have updated the version. Existing terminal PPC. Include. I have installed the formula in my window. Just give me some seconds. Let me just check which version of things we are using. I have one more code pre-created. Okay, it's the run instances. I am using the create. Yeah, we find out the function name. So this is the run instances. So we are not the function name is different. So it should be inside the describe and run instances here. So here you will see all the thing, and this is the code, the syntax code. You can use those code. They have multiple capabilities which you can enable. Multiple things they have. And they are having some parameters also. What kind of parameters you can pass here. So there are a lot of things. So you can go on the example section. They will show you one example. So what I am doing, I am using that example only and changing the values as we want. There are a lot of parameters. This one, the response syntax would be like this, and yeah, this is the example what they gave. What I am doing, I am using same this function and changing the values as we want. So we have printed the client. We don't need to print the client. We are just calling the client dot run instances, and these are the things. Like if we are not giving first the block device, I will talk about this later. They have an image id. So image id is your what? It is your uh, OS image id which we are using. So let me go to the AWS console, EC2 instances. So click on the instances. I am clicking on the launch instances, and if you see, this is your id. Let me use my Windows terminal for connecting the. See, the thing is like we are in the side the Linux, and if we want to copy paste from the Linux to Windows, it's relaxed. So what I am doing, I am connecting my Linux from my Windows server. So I am using the SSL. I will talk about this later, how you can use, or you can like log in inside your AWS from your what I say this system. Uh, AWS console. I think it's 110. Just check IP of this. Yeah, I have how you can check the IP. It's I have config. So it's 107. I am giving the password. Yeah. So this is our system. And what I am doing, I am going inside the. So this is our files, and I am opening it by the Vim. It's a text editor like CLI based text editor. So this is the and same thing I can do here, but now I can copy paste from my Windows. Because in the Windows it's more faster, because the thing is my base operating is Windows, so it will quickly quicker for me. The syntax, the example. So I'm just copying the same example like we have done here. So I'm creating one more variable called response. So the output which we'll get from this function we can use. Okay, so they have a certain thing, syntax thing they have done by their own, and this we have. So let me just correct the syntax. I don't need this right now. The ID we need. Inside type we need the key pair. We have to define. So basically this is our default code which we need. And what is the max count and count here? Let it be like this. The count will be, we can launch multiple instances at the same time. That's why it's asking for the count. So what I need, this ID, this ID we need. So I'm just replacing this ID with our. So this is we are using the T2 micro instance as always, and we have some key pair here. So the key pair name is AWS underscore training underscore key. So let me update the key pair name. AWS underscore training key. So like this you can do, and after that what you have to do, we have to go in the, so we are using subnet, so subnet is not available, so we have to keep the subnet ID. So we can just click on here, it will give you a one subnet ID for you, or you can, it will, it is asking for creating the existing, so I am using the existing one is the default one which we have. So this is the key. So you can use it, and other what you can do, you can go on the EC2 dashboard. Here you have a security group page. Go there, it will prompt with the default one. Copy this ID. This ID you can copy, and you can attach multiple one, or if you want you can create one and attach it here, etc. I will show you how you can do that in the upcoming sessions. So this is like our base code which we are modifying in, like upcoming sessions we will modify this and create our whole infrastructure from the our Python code. So it's, I'm going on the subnet section. copying the subnet ID. Let me just see the reason. Yeah, I'm using the P1. This thing is doing. And what I'm doing, I'm printing the response. Okay, it's not response, it's response. You can give any variable name, it depends upon your. So if I show you, this is our code which we have, and if you see from here, URL, see this code is updated. You can just close this. And you can open it. See the same codes happen present here, and what I'm doing, I'm using the same Python command here. It's showing the invalid syntax instance type. So let me just open. If you see what we have done, we have given the wrong thing. Just save it, close it. Now it's running. If you see, it's prompt you this code, and this code means I think this is pinned up. And if you go in your AWS, EC2, and in the EC2 section, if you go here, see one instance is pinned up. It's running, it's initializing, and the same thing which we want. And what I need, I want to go on the stop one. So we have a stop instances function also. So you don't have to do much things. You have a stop instances function. In the stop instance, you need one thing only. You need the instance ID. Like which instance you want to stop, it will stop. So I'm quickly creating the code of stop instances also. Let's open, import, go to 3. Okay, sorry. I have given the wrong name. Mm, it should be stop instances dot py. I have accidentally put the underscore here. So I am quickly writing the code. Import boto3 a client is equal to boto3 dot client is our execute. And then what I am doing, I am using the client response, sorry, client dot stop instances, and what we have to do, we have to pass here id of the instance. So if you see, instance id is this. So I'm quickly copying this, pasting here, and this is our event not testing, and we are not using colon when we are using this. And response, we are storing the response. Print so I know I have done some mistake here. What mistake I have done? The thing is, if you see, this is not the id, this is the ids. So it is taking the list of ids with this pattern. So what I am doing, I am going here, changing the parameter, it's the ids, and what is supporting, it's supporting the list of the ids. So it's like a list of the string it's supporting. So, and let me just go to our instance. Let's see it's running fine or not. It's initialized. So if you see, it's initialized, and now we are stopping this instance by our code. How you can stop? Simply python 3.8 stop instances dot py. So if you see, we got the success output. Stopping instance, current state is stopping, instance id is this, py state is running. So we are stopping our instances for this. I didn't created the right now for the destroy. For the destroy, I get we will create tomorrow. And if you refresh this page, it will no, it's not in the running state. If you see, it's on the stopping. So we are stopping that instance, and like this way you can use your boto library for launching and stopping the instances, how and what's the client, how you can use the functions parameters. So always good to support, like check the updated doc, because in the some docs, so they are changing the functions name, the parameters value, the parameter type. So always refer the latest doc, and always use the stable and latest uh, library and functions, so you don't have get the error for and any conflict while you are doing your work. So this is for done for today. If you have any queries, you can put on the group, and you can also mention in this video's comment section. And till that, we will connect on the next weekend. Till that time, practice all the concepts, and learn something new. And if you like this video, you can share to your known ones, and hit the subscribe icon if you didn't hit until now, and share this video, subscribe as well. Okay, we'll connect on the next weekend on the same time. Bye guys.